What's good? What's good? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach Dante. Know it's early in the morning, 10 in the morning, but it's time for day two of free agency frenzy. And let's see what moves that's going to be made. What else moves? So we got a couple of moves, that been made earlier this morning. We got Jacoby Myers going to the basically, Jacoby Myers going to the Las Vegas Raiders on a 3-year deal. I think $33 million. And Shaq Mason will be traded to my Houston Texans. Um, that's another move that's made. It's another move that's made also. Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson is back with the Dallas Cowboys. Alan Lazard. Shout out to everybody in the chat, to the three people in the chat. Appreciate y'all. What's good, Braden? What's good? What up, Andre? What's good? What's good? Bial, what's good? You said I've been watching you in the basketball in the World Baseball Classic. Oh, you been okay. Have I watched the World Baseball Classic? Not yet. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. Yup. He been going crazy the last three games.
The Bucks have been shopping Shaq Mason for several days here. In fact, he informed him and his representatives yesterday that he was going to be released if they could not trade him. Well, then the Texans swooped in and ended up landing Mason for a
Do you see my name in?
The Texans take on the $8.5 million that Mason is due this year, which they propose at a high level, potentially in front of a rookie quarterback, is going to be well worth the investment that they're putting into him. Meanwhile, elsewhere, the running back market has been completely stagnant. Until now, a little bit of movement. Raheem Mostert is headed back to the Miami Dolphins.
So Raheem Mostert is headed back to the Miami Dolphins.
$1 million guaranteed. Mostert is 31 years old. This is not an age where a lot of running backs get paid, but the Dolphins like him. Obviously, Mike McDaniel values having several different runners in the room. We'll see if they can work out something with Jeff Wilson, too, and have a similar combination to what they did a year ago, right?
Yeah, when healthy, we've certainly seen Raheem Mostert's impact, especially in that offense, in that scheme with Mike McDaniel down in Miami. Thanks very much, guys. Tom, Mike, and Ian. Chat with you again here as we continue on free agency frenzy, where money's been thrown around for the linebackers here. Tremaine Edmunds, big deal with the Chicago Bears. And now what's next on that front?
What up, Jeff? What up, Jeff? What up? It's an okay signing. Jimmy Ward is a good signing. We just got Shaq Mason. I don't know too much. Well, I know about Robert Woods. But he coming off ACL injury. He did have 600 yards on a run heavy offense. So we'll see what goes down. Not nothing to jump up and down. You know, it's all right. Thank you, baby. All right. It's fourth. Yeah, but he had a solid season for an ACL injury. He had a solid season. Oh, no. Say what? Yeah, no, I'm good. I got in. Thank you.
Look, this isn't a huge wide receiver free agent splash that I'm sure a lot of Cowboys fans want, but I think a lot of people are fairly happy with the move that they've made with bringing Donovan Wilson back. He is part of the trio that is now Malik Hooker and J. Rod Hurst. And if you'll recall, just a couple
Said don't forget the Raiders. Yo, the Raiders signed Jacoby Myers. They also already got yep. But I'm skeptical about Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm skeptical about Jimmy Garoppolo. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Shout out to the two that's watching.
You're only getting 1 year of a contract. He's got 6.25 that he's going to make in new cash this year. So that's attractive to a team. But when you only have 1 year, what kind of compensation do you really want to give up? Knowing that you're going to have to go more than that 6.25 of compensation for this year. So to me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, also, as you mentioned, you spending time with the Chargers, it's going to have to take a sweet deal for them to move on from the Seahawks. Right now, the way they built this contract, they are reaping the benefits of having a good football player at a good price. Yeah, they're you to score touchdowns. Period to that. Yeah, moving the ball 20 times. He's a great player, and by the way, universally beloved upstairs and downstairs. Austin Eckler, we'll see what happens there with the LA Chargers. I'll want to get to here as we continue on free agency frenzy. How about the quarterbacks now in the AFC West? First, we know the Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes will be there now. We add Jimmy Garoppolo to the mix there in Las Vegas.
Shout out to 3 people in the chat. Appreciate y'all. What's good, y'all? Just filling out my bracket. My fault. Filling out my bracket right now for the NCAA tournament. Filling out my bracket. Mm.
You've got some notable free agents there, especially on the defensive side for the Chargers with Drew Tranquil, 3-down linebacker there. We've seen talk a little bit about the Raiders and some of the signings that they've made with Garoppolo, or they will make, or expected to make Garoppolo and Jacoby Myers, but then still have some of their own left out there. And then the Kansas City Chiefs. Orlando Brown Jr. is now a free agent and likely will stay that way, at least in terms of the Chiefs and the way that they're thinking after they locked up Juwan Taylor, the former Jacksonville Jaguar left tackle, to a 4-year deal for some massive cash. Jeffrey Chania now here with us. Let's talk about that 4-year, $80 million deal for Juwan Taylor. What does he give them that essentially Orlando Brown in whatever deal they were going to strike with now?
Somebody who wants to actually play for the Chiefs for half that they're offering, right? That's really what the incentive is for the Chiefs in signing him. This is probably the same kind of money they offered Orlando Brown Jr. He wants to be paid a lot more than this, so it makes sense the Chiefs would look for a more sensible option. And Juwan Taylor is just like Orlando Brown Jr. When they brought him in, he had not played a lot of left tackle. The guy's been a right tackle throughout his career, except for 4 starts. They love that he's an ascending player. He's athletic. He showed signs of becoming a really good player. The Chiefs have a really good offensive line coach, Andy Heck, and they found ways to mix and match tackle before. They go very good up the middle of that line with freedom and coaching and tracing this up. One down with left tackle, we got a right tackle, but Juwan Taylor is very exciting for them.
So we got Baylor in Arizona. I think Miami can make it to the I'm taking Memphis. I think they get in the Sweet 16. Going Kansas State over Kentucky. Marquette. Arkansas might can beat Kansas, but I don't know. I'm just gonna pick St. Mary's Sweet 16. Zion ain't really good, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go TCU. Gonzaga ain't all that good. Arizona, I would play Baylor to win. You know. Oh, I forgot Xavier.
Smarter, more efficient routes. So you can deliver more value to your customers. Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. United States Postal Service.
Memphis can be Duke. Kansas. Let's see, shout out to the 5 people in the chat. Thank y'all. What's good, Key? What's good? Said free agency is crazy. It's crazy. Yep, it look like it is. Jermaine Hayden was good. He said hopefully the Lions can do something big today. Cameron Sutton was a good pickup, but still need a linebackers. Hey Jermaine, yes. Cameron Sutton, that's a solid pickup. They should hit that like and that subscribe, Jermaine. Appreciate you. Shout out to the 5 people in the chat. Appreciate y'all. The Bucks need help. Yep, they do. Oh man. Trade the bracket. Go to
Whether it's credit card, medical, or personal loan,
Sardine and all that.
Debt Relief negotiates with your creditors to reduce the amount you owe.
Best thing I did was call National Debt Relief. National Debt Relief got me out of debt.
Call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to find out how you can become debt-free.
Attention, U.S. business owners. If you had 5 or more
Oh, here you go.
employees in
See, I saw it.
you may be entitled to a tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee, just like Central Plumbing. They had 14 employees and received a refund of over $275,000.
I created a bracket.
Eligibility to
Ta-da.
receive this government-approved refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-958-0517 right now. We have already secured billions of dollars for businesses just like yours. Just call 800-958-0517.
You said drop. You said just like it. The Bucks cap strap.
The United States Treasury Department approved this payroll tax refund program to be used for businesses just like yours that kept employees on payroll during the pandemic. Best of all, you do not have to pay these funds back. Do not miss your opportunity to claim up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-958-0517. 800-958-0517. 800-958-0517.
Okay. What's good, chat? What's good? Shout out to the 4 in the chat. Thank y'all. Shout out to the 4 people in the chat. Appreciate y'all, man. We got Noah Brown. That's the cornerback from Dallas. I keep on typing these brackets in and stuff like that. You say go to my name, and I went to my name a bunch of times. I got 2 brackets up. Oh, that's the wide receiver, Noah Brown. So that's the wide receiver, Noah Brown. Hey man, we'll see. I know you glad he gone.
This Friday, all the way to the day before the season opener in September, as he exercised that option bonus with Chase and Captain. The thing is here, not just the Jets working with their cap, as Mike mentioned earlier in the show, but the Packers for their salary cap also are going to need Rodgers to adjust his contract to help facilitate a trade. So that's one of the moving parts here. Actually, working on the trade compensation is another piece of it. You can obviously fall on the breadcrumbs here with the possibilities of bringing in some of Aaron Rodgers' buddies. Some various conversations that have taken place. As of now, officially, we do not have an Aaron Rodgers trade, but there are a variety of different gears here that are in motion on that front.
Okay, Ian, we do have some news here on the Las Vegas Raiders going again for some familiarity with Josh McDaniels and expected to sign Jacoby Myers. How did that deal start coming back?
Well, this came about when the Las Vegas Raiders locked in the quarterback, and it's obviously a familiar one. That'll be Jimmy Garoppolo. So the first thing they did was go get this guy some weapons. Jacoby Myers gets a 3-year, $33 million deal, $21 million guaranteed. And you know, so much of free agency is finding guys who do what you do, sliding them in. This is a guy who literally does what they do because he's been doing it in New England. Someone I know the Patriots wanted to keep just a money guy to a place where they said, you know what? Take it. Like, that's a good deal. We cannot match that. So he ends up with the Las Vegas Raiders. They got a lot of receivers now. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Hunter Renfrow, also a lot of money. But the main thing is Jacoby Myers now lands in Las Vegas.
Mike, another expected re-signing with the Dallas Cowboys and Donovan Wilson, a key piece of that, the secondary there in Dallas. Tell us more about that team.
Donovan Wilson headed back to the Cowboys at a 3-year deal worth up to $24 million. The first 2 years of the deal fully guaranteed, and that those 2 years will pay him $13.5 million. This guy had 101 tackles last year, by far the highest in his career. There was one of them right there against the Eagles. He also had 5 sacks.
Y'all like Memphis. Memphis could get to the Sweet 16.
6th-round pick, really making a name for himself. And Dan Quinn's defense. Quinn wanted him back. The entire team wanted him back. great day. And then once the news hit, did this big dragon thing. He seems happy.
Okay. We get behind that. Fire Raiders. All right, Ian, let's talk about some quarterback news that we do have. The ultimate news from Aaron Rodgers, and that's Taylor Heineke finding a new team. What can you tell us about his deal with the Falcons?
I was wondering where you're going. Like that seemed like 65 years ago, but it was actually this morning. Taylor Heineke lands in Atlanta. He's a Georgia native, so a homecoming for really one of the coolest stories in the NFL. Taylor Heineke gets a 2-year deal up to $20 million to be the backup in Atlanta. The backup.
What the fuck?
As the starter, and of course,
Take a look at what the Panthers and Bears were able to pull off here in Carolina, trading all the way up to the number 1 overall pick, so moving up 8 spots from number 9. So in addition to that pick swap, they get the second-round pick this year, as well the Bears do. They get a 2024 first-round pick, a 25 second, and then wide receiver DJ Moore with 3 consecutive near 1,200-yard receiving seasons from 19 to 21. Okay, guys, what does this trade here, DJ, tell us, about the Bears' plans for 2023 and beyond as they move down the QB sweepstakes and firmly entrenched with Justin?
First of all, I like the move for the Bears. I think it was the right move, and I think it shows the strategy, which is we're going to try and build the path.
I mean, every bracket in the world, I can't do it. Yeah, I'm out of there.
Already got a number 1 wide receiver in the deal with DJ Moore. This is the fact that I don't think is strong in that position with a free agent. We'll see with him action. That doesn't have anything to do with the caliber of DJ Moore. So you've got the best available wide receiver around Justin Fields. You've positioned him in the draft.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all. So the Houston Texans got Cowboys wide receiver Noah Brown.
Yeah, I think what this does is also reveals a little bit about Ryan Poles, the general manager. It lets us know how important he thinks draft pick currency is because he's collecting picks.
Yeah.
Picks is very important to him. The other thing is, I think he's building towards the future not only with draft picks, but he's paying attention to the salary cap. If you look at some of the free agent deals that they've done, they're shorter-term free agent deals. They're deals, as a matter of fact, with TJ Edwards, it's a deal that they can actually get out of after 1 year for only $8 million. All the other deals, even with Tremaine Edmonds and Nate Davis, these are deals that are being done very smart, a lot of cash or a good amount of cash early on that are not going to have a lot of problems me, I love this because Poles is being really smart in terms of planning for the now and the future.
Well, these are deals also set up. Hey, Justin Fields. If he works out what they want, look, some of the things they've done. Talk about collecting picks. They got an additional second round in this trade. So if they want to get back into the first round, or get back to the second round, you need players to adjust some positions. They can do that. It's going to be interesting. You talk about being the best offensive lineman. John Robinson, face right there. I mean, I think we've hard for some teams kind of fit that.
And the great news here is that they know 4 quarterbacks are going before they come off the board. So you're going to be talking about they're getting their 5th best non-quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Right at that point. That's a big part.
They're perfect.
Shout out to the 5 in the chat. Shout out to the 5 in the chat. Appreciate y'all for coming through today, doing day 2 of NFL free agency. Again, they're discussing right now Lamar Jackson, where he should be in the new league year. Been some interesting moves made out there. Let's see what CJ Gardner Johnson will end up. Will he end up back with the Eagles, or will he be gone out of Philadelphia? Jacoby Myers signs with the Las Vegas Raiders. He signed with the Las Vegas Raiders this morning. My Houston Texans got Noah Brown and Shaq Mason. Shaq Mason, a solid pickup. We also got Robert Woods. We also ended up with Jimmy Ward. So that tells you, hey, the Texans are getting our quarterback. Greg Zerline. So we got Greg Zerline re-signing back with the New York Jets. So Greg Zerline signing back with the New York Jets. Shout out to the 5 people in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all.
Well, look, I think it puts them right up there, maybe a notch behind the Buffalo Bills. I'm certainly not ready to topple the Buffalo Bills as division champion, but look, the Jets would have been a playoff team last year with anything close to consistent quarterback play. Just average quarterback play would have gotten them to the playoffs last year. And obviously you would expect that Aaron Rodgers, even as he approaches 40, can give them something far above just average quarterback play. So I think this would elevate them up to very close to the Buffalo Bills. And look, part of it is that the AFC East has become extremely competitive. All those years that Brady was in New England, it felt like they ran away with it every year. It's just not that way anymore, especially with Miami. Tua has come on. If he can stay healthy, we know that Miami is going all in. We saw that with the Jalen Ramsey move. So this is going to be a highly competitive division. But as we know about the division and the AFC as a whole, you have to have one of these top.
The Packers re-signed Keyshawn Mixon, their special team return guy.
Josh Allen, you're going to have to get through Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. You would assume that he's still in Baltimore, and of course Patrick Mahomes. I'm sure I'm forgetting others. Trevor Lawrence. You need to have an elite level quarterback if you have any chance of making progress through the playoffs. The Jets need that. They have the other pieces. It's a talented roster with a lot of really good young players. If you drop an Aaron Rodgers and maybe an Allen Lazard and maybe even a Randall Cobb, that's a pretty competitive looking team all of a sudden.
And Judy, while the Jets did not have a quarterback that reached that elite level a year ago and playing 3 different ones, and Zach Wilson, White, and of course Joe Flacco, they did have one that was very, how should we say, elite at being popular within the room.
I know you're not mad that Noah Brown gone. I know you're not mad. I forgot Dalton Schultz was out there. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all so much for coming through the stream. Day 2 of Free Agency Frenzy. Haven't much went on this second day, but those of y'all know, you have N'Keal Harry going to the Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers going to the Las Vegas Raiders. And we have Noah Brown signing with my Houston Texans. Shaq Mason was traded from Tampa Bay to the Houston Texans. So, we'll see how it goes down. Houston Texans did get Jimmy Ward as well. As we also signed Case Keenum as well to be our backup quarterback, because we are drafting a quarterback number 2 overall. We are drafting a quarterback number 2 overall. So, just be prepared. What if it be CJ Stroud, Bryce Young? We'll see. But, Texans are drafting a quarterback with Case Keenum coming in and backing him up, basically. We got Tremaine Edmonds went to the Chicago Bears. Yesterday. We got also Javon Hargraves went to San Francisco. That's a hell of a signing. Javon Hargraves went to San Francisco. And we got Donovan Wilson signing back with the Dallas Cowboys. Mike McGlinchey signing with the Mike McGlinchey also is signing with the Broncos. So the Broncos took care of their offensive line. And also the New York Giants signing back Sterling Shepard. Like I said, I thought Sterling Shepard should consider, retirement a little bit, because every time he gets hurt, it's a season-ending injury. But other than that, they re-signed him back. You said Aaron Wilson, the Texans discussing a trade for his Larry. I know that's been rumored since yesterday. That's been rumored since this weekend. And Aaron Wilson is out. Aaron Wilson, I'm gonna tell you how you know if it's a news true from Houston Texans. Aaron Wilson and McNair, not what's that old dude name? John McClain. Those are 2 Houston reliable sources that's in the building. So also when you hear some news about Aaron Wilson, or Texan news about Aaron Wilson or John McClain, that means the reports are true. The reports are true because they're around the building, they're around the team, so they know what's going on. So any reports about Aaron Wilson or something like that, or John McClain, they're true. They're true. They're actually true news. That's actually a true source. They're a true source. But Tonsil trade has been since yesterday. That's been since like a week ago. That was like a week ago when I was reported, actually. So that you said it sound like, yep, Tonsil is on his way out. And I won't be mad. I won't be mad at that. I will not be mad at all. I won't be mad at it. Said him going to the Dolphins would be huge. Yup. Blow it to the Bills. Yup. Said I just heard a source by Jordan Poyer. Jordan Poyer is finna choose between the Chiefs and Dolphins. Watch, I guarantee you he may go to the Chiefs. He gonna go to the Chiefs. It's gonna be the Chiefs. It's gonna be the Chiefs. It's going to be the Chiefs. It's going to be the Chiefs. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And we all doing some first 4 in tonight. I will be doing Mississippi State versus Pittsburgh. The winner of that is entering in the NCAA tournament. The NCAA tournament. So we're gonna have a lot of tournament games going on to this weekend as well. So y'all want to stay tuned for that. You said waiting on the news on Juju Smith. Juju Smith-Schuster. You said some of these free agents, the Giants, the other John Julian Love, Darius Slate, Richie James. Yup. Shahad Ward. Also, we have Von Bell going to the Carolina Panthers as well. Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates went to the Atlanta Falcons, 4-year deal, $64 million for Jesse Bates. You said glad Donovan Mitchell back. Donovan Wilson back. I know you happy. I know. You said Raiders re-signed Brandon Parker on a 1-year deal, right? Re-signed Brandon Parker on a 1-year deal. The Dallas Cowboys restructuring Michael Gallup contract. And also the Seattle Seahawks got Draymond Jones. The Seattle Seahawks have Draymond Jones. So Andrew Wingard has been re-signed by the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Cowboys receiver Noah Brown, after 6 seasons, is heading to my Houston Texans. Tight end just signed tight end. Bronson who? Oh yeah, Quinn Jefferson. You talking about the offensive lineman, the D tackle. You talking about the D tackle out of Seattle. Shout out to the 3 people in the chat. Appreciate y'all for coming through today. Second day of the free agency frenzy block. Wish y'all hit that like and that subscribe. We're on our way to 5.5, I believe. Yep, 5.5K. Go on Ian Rappaport page. The Vikings are doing a cap conversation on Kirk Cousins' contract to create a salary cap room also for Ian Rappaport. Ian Rappaport reported right now. You said the Dolphins are motivated. Uh, Dolphins are motivated to sign running back, trade for running back Dalvin Cook. This is interesting right here. So I'm on Ian Rappaport's page as of right now, reporting all the news.
A guy like Donovan Wilson, because I think Cowboys fans are getting frustrated as they do every year, but when we talk about free agency, this is once again my opportunity to remind people that they are a draft and develop team, and Donovan Wilson is one of those guys. But let me explain why Donovan Wilson is so important. Safety position was something we talked about every single year in the draft and free agency until they went out and got guys like Malik Hooker, Javon Curse, and Donovan Wilson. And this trio has been so effective for Dan Quinn. And I know Dan Quinn was lobbying hard for them to get this thing done. And so they did. And if you look at the timeline today from the social media platforms, his guys, Malik Hooker and Javon Curse, who are signed this year, are excited to have them back. So that one was a big one for them. Up next is Leighton Vander Esch. I'm told they are working through this thing right now. The problem is there's at least one other team that's entered the chat. So let's see if the Cowboys can figure something out before 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Because otherwise, I think there's a possibility he could be on another roster. With that being said, I know the Cowboys want him back. He bet on himself last year. When I asked Stephen Jones at the Combine, I said, has Leighton Vander Esch done enough to warrant him coming back? And he said, absolutely. It really was a career year for Vander Esch. He dealt with some injuries and then had split some playing times with guys like Jalen Smith over the years. So, again, it sounds like Leighton Vander Esch is sort of next on their list to see if they can get something figured out. In terms of wide receiver, the offense is still an area that they need to figure out. You know, they lost Amari Cooper last year. I talked about this yesterday. They regret.
Oh, you said Cowboys should have moved on for Leighton Vander Esch.
Brown heading to the Texans. He just confirmed that to me initially put out by ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. Now, Noah Brown, I know, drew the ire of a lot of Cowboys fans for some of his drop passes, but this was a guy that was third in receiving, 555 yards last year. He'd been on the team for 6 years and has a 7th-round pick. Not too bad for him. So he heads south, and the Cowboys right now have, of course, CeeDee Lamb. They have Michael Gallup, who they hope will have a better second year coming back from that ACL injury. And then right now you got Jalen Tolbert and Sidney Bioko. So that's going to absolutely be an area that they're going to address in the draft, possibly free agency. I know the name OBJ continues to get floated out there. I'm still being told that number of $20 million that's been speculated feels very prohibitive. And then when you look at Jacoby Myers' contract, it sort of sets the market what you're looking at for your wide receiver. So we'll see where that number lies and where the Cowboys end up.
You said how you feel about John Mechie? How is John Mechie doing? Well, yeah, he'll be ready. He'll be ready. Yeah, he'll be ready for training camp. He'll be ready. They'll take it easy with him.
Turned down, but this I thought was interesting that we hadn't really seen or heard those types of numbers from either side. Lamar saying 133 over 3 years, fully guaranteed. It's like, but really, I need an agent for that? No.
But it did kind of have the side on it. If you're like,
That's a pretty good deal, right? I mean, it's just not enough.
I think he wants to be closer to 50. I mean, that's a 4 to 44 average on there, which he's got. I think there's some more room for him.
Again, look,
If that's where he's at, the rest of the response to the original quote that he had, there was kind of like,
He'll be good. He'll be good. He'll be straight. He back. He'll be back.
You get that guarantee over 3 years. You're like, that's great. But again, he also looks at Kyler Murray. He's got what 160 guaranteed numbers like that. And he's just saying, I'm a better player than all of those guys. I made all of that to my franchise. Look at how it is when I'm on the field and when I'm not. So I guess I don't know if it's a duration, if it's the financial total, Scott, that's remarkable.
Yeah.
Or what?
Steve, well, and that's kind of interesting, right? Because for people wondering whether the Ravens wanted to give a fully guaranteed deal, that might be a little bit of a peek behind the curtain. And yeah, but if that's true, that is fully guaranteed, right? And then, it's just maybe not the ultimate number. So I think there's still a lot of moving parts there. And again, this is just a tweet that Lamar Jackson. For more on
You said you said the receiver market too. Yup. The receiver market ain't moving too much, man. Jeff, can you hear me?
It does seem to me.
You can hear me, Jeff?
Actually was offered by the Baltimore Ravens. And I had heard they did a couple different options here, made a couple different whacks at it, trying to get a deal done, trying to get Lamar Jackson to agree. I was told they tried a shorter deal. I was told they tried a fully guaranteed deal.
Okay, just making sure. You said Jared Judy, Cortland Sutton, Evans, Hopkins, Ayuk. That's for next year? That's for next year or trade? You talking about just on the trade market? For trade market. Yeah. Oh, you talking about on the trade market. DeAndre Hopkins is definitely getting traded. He won't play a game with the Cardinals this year.
Over the first 3 years of the deal. If I'm not mistaken, I know that was one of the offers was in the realm of 130 guaranteed, but there were 9 guaranteed years, which is the traditional structure on any other contract. So I don't know if this was another different version that he's just talking about. We're gonna find out, and we'll get back to you. But sure, I know that was the fully guaranteed number on a bigger. I mean, that's how deals work, right? You get a 5-year deal. And you're seeing it in free agency over the course of the last couple of years. The first 2 years are guaranteed of the deal potentially. Sometimes even full guarantees into the 3rd year deal. Whatever. You think of America. I would say this, for starters, to the rhetorical question, Lamar Jackson passed about 133 over 3 fully guaranteed, and I need an 8.
Yeah, some of them are near the end of their rookie deal. Yup. T Higgins. I think T Higgins is one of them.
2 years of the extension he signed last summer got $69 million. Josh Allen, in the first 2 years of his extension, got $67 million. Daniel Jones just signed an extension that pays him about $82 million over the first 2 years with upside. Quarterback is not a guarantees position. Quarterback is a cash flow position. So in those same 2 years that Josh Allen has played out, or if we take some of the other quarterbacks who signed in recent years, at a time where any agent would have advised Lamar Jackson 2 years ago, we're going to push the issue now.
So Markel Folo, and we got Ian Rappaport. They on their phones.
$24.7 million. So to the extent that we're talking about guaranteed money here, it is an act of security.
So Brandon Parker re-signing with the Las Vegas Raiders.
The issue 2 years
see now, as Lamar Jackson actually gets the field offers from multiple teams starting at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, whether he still wants the longer-term, fully guaranteed contract, or at some point, if he wants to get the cash flow started, because once you start it, Brett, that gets you that much closer.
Hey, Jeff, man, how the Brooklyn Nets doing?
Players don't get cut.
And to give, Don makes a great point. To give you context on the cash flow, the 3-year cash flow for Daniel Jones on his deal was what, 112 and a half million, if I'm not mistaken. For Josh Allen, yeah, for Josh Allen it was 120, 135, I think. So this was from a cash flow standpoint, if this was the offer right here, was neck and neck with what Josh Allen had to offer there. So from a cash flow standpoint,
Hey, that was a big win in Denver, bro. That was a huge win in Denver. That was a huge win in Denver the other night. That was a huge win. That was a great win in Denver. I'm not gonna lie. Minnesota. I'm not too sold on Minnesota, but that's a good win though, man. That's a good win. Boston. We beat Boston last night. So the Houston Texans, my Houston Texans, are interviewing Trenton Sampson. He just got through with his pro day. Yeah, we beat last night. We beat the Boston Celtics. You said the Bills re-signing Tyler Dotson. All right. So we still got some big name free agents on the boards, man. And restructuring. Okay, so they're gonna basically, restructure Kirk Cousins' contract. Because contract, they're gonna restructure. Okay. So Jacoby Myers was the top receiver on the market. That's what they're tweeting on Twitter right now. Jacoby Myers was the top on the market, receiver on the market as of right now. And you still got Darius Slayton out there on the market. You said tonight won't be easy for your Brooklyn Nets. No game is gonna be easy, man. No game is gonna be easy. No game is easy in the league. No game is easy in the league. So I'm pretty much sure Jeff don't think the Oklahoma City Thunder will be easy. I'm pretty much sure he don't think that. I guarantee you he don't think. No game is easy in the league. You want to win tonight? Everybody want to win. Of course. Of course you want to win. Everybody want to win. I want to win. Everybody want to win. Thunder want to win. Trying to keep their play-in tournament hopes alive. Trying to keep their play-in tournament hopes alive at this point. You said the Cowboys will sign OBJ and Bobby Wagner. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll definitely find out. We'll definitely find out. Yeah, we'll definitely find out. We'll see. This is gonna happen. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. You just gotta see how you said you find with if we get D Hop. Hey, you find you'll be better if you get with D Hop. You can arguably be better. If you get D Hop, that's great. CeeDee Lamb, having CeeDee Lamb and DeAndre Hopkins on the same team.
Continue our live coverage of the NFL free agency negotiating window. What's next with Aaron Rodgers? Let's go, man. Let's go.
You don't think that would be great? Just having D Hop and D Hop and what you call it on the same team, CeeDee Lamb on the same damn team, and D Hop still being good. Say I wouldn't mind if OBJ come back to the Giants. Michael Gallup coming back his second year from the ACL injury. The ACL. Let me see. Let me go back. I forgot Okereke. Bobby Okereke is gone. Elijah Moore. Hey, I'm starting to think, yeah, Okereke, that's a good move. That's a solid move. For the who played for the Colts, I saw him twice last year. I said not everyone can be part of the Thunder future roster. Crunch could come up. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, I think Aaron Rodgers made his I think Aaron Rodgers made his decision clear. He just ain't put it out there. Guess what? Why would Alan Lazard be going to the Jets? If he not knowing Aaron Rodgers going now, why would Alan Lazard not go? Why would Alan Lazard not know something? I think Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets, and Alan Lazard is going to follow him. I think Alan Lazard following him to the Jets. Elijah Moore is gone out the New York Jets, and Randall Cobb. I think they are. I think that's the reason why, Alan Lazard hasn't made his decision. So if Alan Lazard make his decision on he going to the Jets, then Aaron Rodgers is going. I think Aaron Rodgers is behind right there. Elijah Moore, where Elijah Moore going? I don't know where is he going, but we will soon find out. But Alan Lazard, I think he's going to the Jets. Alan Lazard is going to the Jets. I'm telling you. But you don't know, like I say, you don't know if Elijah Moore is happy though. That's what I'm saying. You don't know if he's happy. He wasn't happy last year with the Jets. He wasn't happy last year. So I think I don't think he's happy with the Jets, to be honest. I don't think he's happy with the Jets. I can see a trade happening. I can see a trade happening with Elijah Moore. I don't think he's happy with the Jets, to be honest. Lamar Jackson tweeted that he turned down a 3-year, $133 million deal, fully guaranteed offer from the Ravens. Fully guaranteed. You said you could be right, though. Yeah, I think like I said, I think they'll move on from him. I think they will consider moving on from Elijah Moore.
A shorter deal, it seems to be not 100% guaranteed, but it seems to be what Lamar Jackson is indicating that he got a 3-year deal for 133 fully guaranteed for the Ravens. And a lot of people thought maybe this would get it done. It obviously did not.
Said Lamar's situation is odd. Hell yeah. He on exclusive franchise tag said Commanders don't have a quarterback. You don't know that. You don't know if the Commanders don't have a quarterback. How you know that? Sam Howell's their quarterback. Did you see him the last week of the season? How you don't know that?
Well, the 133, okay, this is what we talked about earlier. We were kind of clarifying and we'll go on here. The 133 fully guaranteed was part of a bigger offer of 5 years as part of an extension. So on top of that, there were other non-guaranteed years on top of that. Now, Ian, you mentioned that at some point the Ravens were trying to find a solution here, and they just chopped off the non-guaranteed part of the deal and offered him this with a chance after 3 years, kind of like Kirk Cousins did.
What's good? What's good? Sam Donald cooked Dallas. You said Dallas don't have Commanders don't have a quarterback. How you know that? Did you see him on the last week of the season? You said your Texans loading up who you get. Like I say, they're okay. They're solid moves. They're not bad moves. Jimmy Ward, love the move. Shaq Mason, love the move. We needed help on the offensive line. Case Keenum, I like the move because he's going to be a backup. We're going to draft the quarterback at number 2 overall. Noah Brown, it's okay. Noah Brown, okay. That's pretty solid. Okay, not bad. Had a solid season last year. 500 yards. That's not a bad season, especially for a guy that doesn't have many opportunities. 555 yards. It's not a bad year. It's not a bad year. It's okay, yo. It's not nothing to jump up and down. It's okay, yo. That's okay, yo. Sam Howell won't beat Dallas next year. Well, you don't know that. You don't know if he's not gonna beat y'all. You don't know that. We can only go by this year. What did he do this year? You don't know if he's not gonna beat you next year. You don't know that. And you don't know that. So I like the moves that the Texans are making. I like them. Improving the offensive line, something we need to protect. Whoever we get, our young quarterback. Yeah, we're gonna trade Cooks. We're gonna find a way to trade Cooks. Trade Brandon Cooks. We're gonna trade Laramie Tunsil. We're gonna trade Tunsil, which I'll be proud. I'll be happy about. Cause we ain't finna pay him. We ain't gonna pay him. You said Carolina going to get CJ or Bryce. I don't know, man. I can't tell. I think the pick is gonna maybe Bryce. I'm hearing in and out. I think the pick may be CJ. I hear they like CJ really, really good though. I'm hearing they love CJ. That's what I'm hearing. But like I say, we'll see. I think this pick will be CJ if they stay, because they also talking about trading the pick too though. So that's if they stay. That's if they stay at that pick. They also consider trading down. So teams are gonna want to leap for that quarterback. Teams are gonna want to leap for that quarterback. Come up and get a quarterback. But I think it's CJ. I think it's most likely it's CJ. Because I'm hearing rumblings about that. Free agent tight end Mercedes Lewis, who has spent the past 5 seasons in Green Bay, has withdrawn interest from other teams. New teams, New York Jets, Las Vegas Raiders. Oh my God. Hey, they know something, bro. Mark Schleff. Adam Scheffler, my bad. Adam Scheffler. You said who you want to test to get? It doesn't matter. Either quarterback I'm fine with. Either quarterback, whether it's CJ or Bryce, it don't matter. Either quarterback. I don't care. Either quarterback. Both quarterbacks are going to be great. Yep, Mercedes Lewis still in the league. He's drawing interest from the Raiders and Jets right now. Yep, he's still in the league. Look like it. You said they already got 5 of them. You said if OBJ, and Wagner become Cowboys, if they get them, you said if they get them, they'd be Super Bowl favorites. You supposed to be Super Bowl favorites last year, and you didn't get in. You say they were Super Bowl favorites last year. He said Rodgers need to put that pipe down. Man, like I say, man, I still inside. Oh, yeah. I thought you said retired. Nah, man, I don't think that man retired. I think that man trying to go to a better squad. The Jets got a good defense, man. The Jets got a hell of a defense, though. A hell of a defense. You got to give it to them. Jets got a hell of a defense. Got a hell of a defense, bro. That's a hell of a defense. But I think we know his decisions. We know his decision. You said Jacoby Myers aren't that good. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. He had 800 yards. He had 800 yards last year. So hey, Jacoby Myers had 800 yards. You know. Said Coach is Clowney washed. I wouldn't say he washed. I wouldn't say he washed up. He's too injury prone. He could never stay healthy. But when he's on the field, he can be productive. When he's on the field, he can be productive. When he's on the field. When he's on the field, he can be productive. When he's on the field, he can be productive. He just can't stay on the field. He just can't stay healthy. Tell J and B. Tell J and B. Tell JB and him. But Matt Jones aren't it. Hey, I got you. I tell my boy, I got him. I got you. You said I don't want OBJ on the Bills. Hey, we'll see. We'll see where he ends up. Patrick Peterson still out there playing. Got a 2-year deal from Pittsburgh. Patrick Peterson still out there playing. Sam Darnold signs a 1-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers. Tayshaun Gibson signs a 1-year deal with the 49ers. Kevin Givens signs a 1-year deal with the 49ers. Denver Broncos signed Alex Singleton, 3-year deal, $18 million, non-guaranteed. Ben Powers, 4-year deal, $52 million, 28 guaranteed for the Broncos. Ellis, 3-year deal, $21 million with the Falcons. Bradley, 3-year deals, $8 million, 4 years guaranteed. Nate Davis, 3 years, $30 million. 3 years, $30 million for the Chicago Bears for Nate Davis. DeMarcus Walker signed with the Bears 3 years, $7 million for DeMarcus Walker. TJ Edwards, 3 years, $19 million, $12 million guaranteed to leave the Eagles to go to the Bears. You said Broncos spent torn. Yeah, they need offensive line here. Dalvin Tomlinson signs a 4-year deal, $57 million, $27 million guaranteed. Dalvin Tomlinson to the Browns. Ethan Posick signs a 3-year deal, $18 million with the Browns. Double O, who played for the Texans last year, 3 years, $19 million, $12 million is guaranteed for Double O. Trayshawn Walton, 1-year deal for the Chiefs. Said Sam Darnold terrible. Yeah, he's garbage. He's ass. Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards, big pickup. Yep. Greg Zuerlein signing back with the Jets, and Alan Lazard is interested in signing with the Jets for Alan Lazard. What's good, Daniel? What's good, my boy? How you doing? Jameis Winston re-signs back with the New Orleans Saints for Jameis Winston. Craig Reynolds re-signs back, running back, re-signs back with the Lions, Craig Reynolds. David Long signs 2-year deal, $11 million with the Dolphins. McMillan signs a 1-year deal with the Patriots for McMillan. Tampa Bay re-signs Jamel Dean. Tampa Bay released Shaq Mason. That's if y'all don't know. Shaq Mason got traded to my Houston Texans. Brandon Parker signs a 1-year deal with the Raiders. Von Bell signs with the Carolina Panthers. Sky Turtle signs with the Panthers, 3-year deal, 19 mil, 13 guaranteed. And the Panthers are willing to trade Matt Corral. Bozeman, a 3-year deal, 18 mil with the Panthers. The Cowboys re-signed Donovan Wilson, 24 mil, 13 mil guaranteed. They also restructure Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup. Draymond Jones goes to the goes to the Seattle Seahawks. Marcus Davenport signs with the Minnesota Vikings. The Chargers granted Austin Eckler today to seek a trade after the two ties failed to progress a new contract. So Austin Eckler, Connor McGovern is signing with the Denver Broncos, I believe. Cam Lewis signs with the Bills for Cam Lewis. Said Davenport. You said Davenport to the Vikings means Zadarius Smith is gone. Could be. You said because what will do with Zach Wilson? I think Zach Wilson said don't need any young quarterback. I think Zach Wilson may be in that trade with the New York Jets. So Danny Johnson signs with the Washington Commanders, 2-year deal, 2 years, $2 million guaranteed. Nick Gates signs 3-year deal, 18 mil, 8 mil guaranteed with the Commanders. Cody Burton, a linebacker, 1-year deal with the Commanders. Cardinals re-signed Kelvin Beachum, 2-year deal. Chargers signed Eric Kendricks, 2-year deal, 13 mil. So the Chargers signed Eric Kendricks. And the Texans trade for Shaq Mason as well. Got Jimmy Ward. They showing us. Like those two moves. Case Keenum, like that move. Got a great solid backup. Chase Winovich. They also got Chase Winovich. Andrew Beck, tight end from Broncos. Chase Winovich maybe an underrated signing for the Texans, but we'll see. Texans re-signed Scott Quisenberry. Hassan Ridgeway. Texans signed Hassan Ridgeway. Noah Brown. Texans also signed Noah Brown. Said they may keep Wilson because he has a relationship with Rodgers and he could be a mentor by Rodgers. We'll see. Yep. I definitely agree with you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. You said Austin Eckler is good at running back. He's great. You said before the new league year start too. You said Niners defense is nasty. Will be nasty next year. They should be, man. So the Broncos are signing Zach Allen. The Broncos also signed Zach Allen from Arizona. Austin Eckler is a good running back. He's a great running back. Bills need a running back. I don't think they need a running back, bro. I really don't think they need a running back. You said Cowboys play the Niners next year. I don't think the Bills need a running back. I really don't think they do. I don't think it's nothing wrong with the Bills running back group. I don't think nothing is wrong with the Bills running back group. I don't think the Bills nothing is wrong with the Bills running back group. See, we only got pass catching running backs we need. Like I say, the only reason y'all got pass catching running backs because that's all they told to do. Gotta realize that's all they really told to do, bro. That's all they told to do. That's all they told to do. The Bills don't run the ball. The Bills don't run the ball like that, bro. The Bills do not run the ball at all like that. They rely so much on Josh Allen. A lot. They rely so much heavily on Josh Allen. I really don't think nothing wrong. I don't really think nothing wrong with the Buffalo Bills. They don't use the running game like that. They don't. They really don't. Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary in 77 attempts, 177 attempts, 800, 819 yards. 2021, Devin Singletary, 870 yards, 7 touchdowns. Devin Singletary has been actually a solid running back throughout his whole career. The problem is he doesn't touch the ball a lot. He doesn't touch the ball a lot. He don't. Devin Singletary don't touch the ball a lot. Orlando Brown moving on from the Chiefs. Oh, that's good. He can go. Devin Singletary go somewhere else, man, where he feel like he can be utilized the right way.
Jeff, as we also look at what they're doing on the receiver front, just three guys that they kind of relied upon heavily this last year doing the under contract. How does that fit into the free agency plans?
Well, they got to find some receivers. They only have 3 under contract last year. Obviously,
Josh Allen was down near your leading rusher. Josh Allen was almost your leading rusher last year. You said got to go see you around, coach. Appreciate it, man. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe for me. Thank you, man, for coming through. So the Dolphins re-signed Raheem Mostert as well. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to people that have been supporting, that show love.
And then giving him a new deal.
Okay, so there you go. Just working through some of the numbers there in Minnesota. Thanks very much, Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero, our NFL Network insiders. Okay, I want to let you know that NFL Plus is your way to stay up to date on everything going on this off season. You can enjoy some live events, on-demand content, including special takes from the draft, training camp, and so much more. You just sign up today at plus.nfl.com. And with that, let's talk some AFC East now with Mike Giardi, where the Buffalo Bills, again, trying to maintain their grip at the top of this division, having won for the last 3 years. But they've got some important pieces to try to work with here. Jordan Poyer, one of them, Mike, that we've talked about being an integral part of this defense's success last few years. What's the latest on what the Bills might be thinking there with their star safety?
Well, it's very interesting right now because it appears the market for Poyer is a little bit softer than expected, or at least going slower than expected. And maybe that has something to do with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who's still out there and obviously younger than Jordan Poyer, who's 31 right now. The Jesse Bates deal that was signed, where Bates gets $23 million.
Aaron Rodgers has given the Jets a wish list of what free agents to go after. Alan Lazard, Mercedes Lewis, and Odell Beckham is on the list. Odell Beckham is on the list.
He's at the top of the list. He played hurt a bunch last year. They didn't lose a game with him in the lineup until the playoff game against Cincinnati. They were 0-3 without him until the Cincinnati game. That just tells you his value as a player. And I know, and sitting across from Micah Hyde, Good Morning Football, Micah openly wanting him to come back. But we're seeing for Poyer sort of making some googly eyes at some of the Florida teams, Miami in particular. No state income tax. Meanwhile, there is a rather sizable one in Buffalo that can make a difference for a player closer to the end than he is to the beginning. But again, I just go back to the fact that he can still play with a very important guy for that defense and someone that will be hard to replace for the Buffalo Bills.
Mike, one guy they know they're going to have to replace is Tremaine Edmonds, who signed a big deal to go with the Chicago Bears. They've been spending some money on that side of the ball. What do the Bills do moving forward there at linebacker?
Yeah, that's a big void, right? Because Edmonds is only 25 years old, or about to be 25 years old, played a lot of good football for them, and probably has his best years ahead of himself. Edmonds and Matt Milano side by side, talk about two guys who grew together in this league.
Yeah, but I'm going to end it right here, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, that comment, subscribe. Got to get ready for the 7,200 seconds podcast in a couple hours, and some hours or two. Appreciate everybody that joined. We will probably be back for day 3. Y'all stay tuned. We got Mississippi State versus Pittsburgh for the NCAA tournament tonight. And shout out to the Sports Empire Network for allowing me to do this on the platform. Thank you guys so much. I'm out. Much love. Peace out, you guys.